What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, so we're going to start the Hot Tub Podcast, but we need something to talk about.
Yeah.
And this is where I was thinking perhaps if somebody had a question for us, this would be the time, Brady.
We do have questions. Okay, we get like a million questions on
Okay.
Spotify. People
Yeah.
are awesome. That's where you can submit questions. For some reason, Apple doesn't do that, and Google
Which
stuff.
is weird.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
an easy
Apple's sort of a
feature.
failing company. I would
Okay.
suggest
Oh, God,
everybody
no.
move
Because
over
you
to
have a Samsung.
Samsungs
Yeah,
and the
okay.
Android system.
Right, I
No.
don't think
I don't think
Samsung
we
even
should
has
do
a
that either.
podcast platform,
Yeah.
but okay. So someone reached out. I'll say it. Their name is Baby on Crack.
Oh.
And then
Okay.
there's like emojis, like the eye emoji, the lips emoji, and another eye emoji. And this person asks a lot of questions.
What does
Okay.
it mean?
I don't know, but
Okay.
Baby on Crack
Baby on
might
Crack.
be our biggest listener.
Okay.
I love
I
it.
don't know,
Thanks,
but we
Baby on
appreciate
Crack.
you.
We'll take who we can get.
Baby on Crack, emoji. Baby on Crack asks, what's your biggest dumb fear?
Oh. I
Biggest dumb fear.
Okay, Mahler is not here. I will mention
Yeah.
his. It is anytime he's in a pool hall or
Yeah.
any pool table, he's afraid a cue ball will get stuck in his mouth, and then he won't be able to get it out, and he'll try and it'll just continue to spin in his mouth,
Yeah.
and he'll spend his life that way.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, which
Yes.
is very irrational. I feel like he had a fever dream at one
Yeah.
point.
Exactly,
and, you know,
something
or
like that.
saw some
Yeah.
cartoon or
Yes.
something.
As
Yeah.
you know, I'm afraid of boiler rooms and
Yep.
pipes and gauges. Any room that has, like, boiler rooms are terrifying
Yeah.
to me. Even thinking about them, I get chills right
Like,
now.
let's say you
funny.
could buy a mansion,
Yeah.
right? It was like this beautiful mansion, but it had a boiler room.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Sure, I just wouldn't go there.
Okay.
What do you mean? You'd have to go in sometimes.
No, I wouldn't. Why? Why would I ever have
if
to
he
go
owned
there?
a giant mansion,
Yeah.
he has a person for
Where
that.
are you going to keep
He's
your
a boiler guy.
your Christmas wrapping paper? You know, I feel like
Not
that goes in the boiler room.
My God, no.
No.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no.
God.
I find that even the things that the I don't know.
Yeah, the wheels that you
the
turn
wheels,
to
yeah,
open
the
up
valves
a
and stuff.
valve or
Okay.
something.
Oh, that's scary
Yeah.
stuff. I
You
don't
could
like
never
that.
shovel coal into the bottom
No,
of a ship.
you'd be
you know?
terrible
No.
on a
Yeah.
submarine.
Yeah, I would be. I'd be very bad in the submarine. Yeah, I didn't used to be afraid of confined spaces. I'm now afraid I'm going to get trapped upside down or twisted around in a confined space. That's a new
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
I'm not like it's a funny thing. I'm not really afraid of a lot when I really have to
Wow.
when I think about it. But there is nothing like watching somebody. Oh, see it happens.
Oh, what's that?
My jaw sort of feels weird and my mouth waters negatively and
It's the highlighter thing?
no highlighter. No, it's actually styrofoam. Somebody opening up a
Yeah.
box that has styrofoam in it and they have to pull the styrofoam out of the box.
Yeah.
And I can't
When it's
my
like a tight
whole-
squeeze?
Exactly. And then my whole body from
Yeah.
just
You
know.
can't tell, but Jenny's actually doing the worm
She
in
is,
her
yeah.
seat
It's
right
not-
now.
She doesn't look comfortable.
She's very, very
Oh,
uncomfortable.
so uncomfortable. I also
Yeah.
have an irrational fear of sharks when I'm swimming in any ocean.
Yeah.
That's true. You don't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. But you have no fears.
No fears. Other than that, I'm
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
So snakes.
Yeah, snakes.
And
don't
you?
like snakes.
Chewing on
As a kid, I used to be terrified of ET.
Okay.
And we had a back room in our basement,
Yeah.
and I always sort of thought ET lived back there.
Yeah.
And then, do you guys remember the show Goosebumps?
Yes.
And Are You Afraid of the Dark?
The opening
So
scene
the
from
opening
that
of
with the
Goosebumps.
swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I watched recently on YouTube. Terrible.
Yeah.
It is a
It
terrible
does not
show.
hold
I
up.
know.
I'm
But
sure.
at one
Yeah.
point, there's a doorknob that turns.
Yes.
Really ominously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we had a doorknob that was similar to that led to our back room.
Okay. Which
led
and
to
it
the
was
ghost
right
room.
where ET would be.
Yes.
So it was right where I'd play video games, and I'd always I'd have to look over at the doorknob
Oh,
to make
you
sure
poor
it wasn't.
kid just
I
lived
was
in that fear.
If I wanted, maybe that's why I don't love video games now, because I associate it with ET
Well,
in
yeah,
the back
whole
room.
time you must have been terrible too if you're just distracted by the,
Yeah,
death
that's
door.
why I'm terrible at video games.
That's
for
right.
sure.
So
for sure.
But I assume you've outgrown that. Are you afraid of anything now?
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I am, but I
Boiler
can't really
rooms?
think of anything. No, definitely not boiler rooms.
Okay, they're
I mean,
scary.
I also don't know anybody who's I love a good boiler
Yeah.
room.
That's true.
It's true. Also, how often are you in a boiler room? It
Exactly.
doesn't really happen day to day.
That's true.
You know?
I get that. All right. Well, hopefully you're not afraid of having a good time.
Hey.
Because here comes the
God.
Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
High school kids have been pulling dumb stunts forever, right? The key is to not be charged with a crime. A 17-year-old student at the Baker High School in New York was arrested for a stunt he pulled last month. He sent a fax posing as the principal, announcing that he was resigning.
A fax.
He was caught. Yeah, he was caught after police realized he put his own cell phone number on the cover sheet of the fax.
Oh, no.
So he was discovered because he didn't know exactly how faxes worked.
Right.
Yeah.
He created fake school email accounts. He used them to send the fax. He also used the accounts to try to get another student in trouble and get get private information about yet another student. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going
So
on.
it wasn't just like a harmless
Right.
prank.
Yes, exactly. So he was charged with 2 counts of criminal impersonation.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
No.
So, I mean, this
And
is
how
next
old is
level.
he?
17, I think it said. 17-year-old, yeah.
I don't know if the charges will stick, though. I mean, he's a minor.
If he was
Yeah.
just trying to be funny, that's one thing. When you're actually trying to
Yeah.
hurt people, that's different.
Yeah.
Don't do
That's
that.
the thing, yeah.
I was gonna say I'm so impressed that a high schooler knows how to use a fax, but clearly he doesn't.
Didn't.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. He put his own phone number
I mean,
on
the fact
cover
is he
sheet.
knew what a fax machine was.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Are things still faxable? Can you?
You can
is
still
that-
fax,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not the same way. I think if you fax, like it doesn't necessarily, I guess it can come out of the printer or whatever, because usually it's like a printer, fax, photocopier all in one, right?
Right.
Right?
But like, do people in regular offices still use fax
I
machines?
think I think a lot of legal stuff is done by fax.
We actually got we receive like ads through fax. And
What do you mean?
Like at the office here, I actually saw one this morning where it was like an actual ad that came in on fax, and they're advertising selling ads through faxing. So they're saying, do people still look at faxes? Yes,
Yeah.
because you're looking at it right now. That's what it said on the fax that I read.
It's like
this
those
morning.
benches on the side of the road that say
Yeah.
you just prove that bench advertising
Exactly.
works.
Yeah.
And every
That's
time
what
I'm
they
like,
did.
oh, they got me.
Yeah.
Maybe if I look away fast enough, you
Yeah.
didn't get me. You know? Do we have a fax?
We do
machine?
have a fax
Yes.
machine.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Where?
scanned something for like the first time ever
Nice.
recently.
No,
It's
that
very
I get.
exciting, Yeah.
But where's
It's
our
the
fax
same.
machine?
It's
the
with
same
the
machine.
scanner
Yeah.
and photocopier.
Really?
Yeah. It's a
Oh my
3-in-1.
God, it's
Yep.
so
And it probably does
complicated
more
in
that
there.
I don't understand.
I mean, every time I've faxed something, and I've probably faxed maybe 5 or 6 times in my life, I'm so proud of myself when it's done.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have no confidence that it actually went
Exactly.
out.
100%.
Like
Yeah.
And I feel like I just want to travel over to wherever I faxed it to and see if it went through.
And at that point, you could have just hand delivered
Absolutely, yes.
whatever it was.
Yes.
Recently, I had to scan like sensitive like personal documents, right?
Yeah.
So I was using our work scanner because I don't know where to go
Doesn't
to use
that
the
freak
scanner.
you out,
well,
don't
it
you?
did because I was like guaranteed. I just sent everything I is personal in my
Yeah.
life
Yeah, but
to
you
like
can just you
our
can use
boss.
your phone now, Jenny.
Yeah.
What?
You can scan things on your phone.
How?
You just take a picture and it turns it into a scan into like
Yeah.
a PDF.
Is that new? How new is that?
Not
a long-
that new.
Yeah,
Well,
not very new on Android anyway. I don't
Do
know
I
what it
have
is on the
to?
iPhones.
Do I have to
you can
download an app?
You can, but I
You
think you
don't
just
need
do it
to.
now.
Your phone just
Yeah,
does it.
there's
We-
like a thing
well,
on
for me, like if there's a yellow sort of box that goes around it, it knows that it's
Yeah.
a document. And
Yeah, and then
done.
it makes it look like a document.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be missing stuff. I wouldn't get it lined up
See,
properly.
what I feel about using work stuff, and I always have, I feel like then somebody just comes in Monday morning, prints off whatever
What you
I
said.
printed off,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just be like, oh, look at all this private information. Is that not possible to do? Or was it ever possible?
I don't know.
I don't know. Or sometimes you ever print something, or I guess you guys aren't here during the day as much, but like I'll print something during the day and it'll be something super like private or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll like race over to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
I do the same
printer.
thing.
Done that. Yeah.
Right.
I've done that and then got there and it was gone.
It's gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 And then you got to go office to office going,
Yeah.
hi, did you get
Yeah.
my...
Yeah.
And you just
Your
hope
nudes?
somebody like glanced at it and chucked it in the recycling bin.
Yeah, or it's
Yeah.
under the pile of their other
I
things.
left
and, like,
something really personal recently, and somebody that we work with they texted me and were like, by the way, found this on the printer. I was like, ooh. Sorry about that. Thanks. If you could just hang on to those.
I'm getting ointment later on today to
Yeah.
clear that up. So if we could just...
Yeah.
No, that wasn't it.
No, I'm sure it wasn't.
It's a giant picture of a rash.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Guys, this is incredible. So we've heard of people dressing up as like Amazon drivers and stuff to walk up to houses and
Sure,
steal
yeah.
their packages,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. But this is new.
Uh-oh.
A porch pirate was caught stealing a package from a home in Sacramento last week, dressed as a trash bag.
Oh
A
my God.
moving
I just
trash
saw this
bag. Did
video
you see
last
it?
night.
I
Yes.
haven't seen it.
Oh my God.
Was he like looking like he was trying to float, like he was
Yeah.
blowing in the wind?
Yes.
No. Was it? He looked like he was blowing in the wind.
No, he was just floating across the walkway.
Right, exactly.
And up the stairs. Yeah, but I mean, you would think it was just trash. Like,
So this video is out there, and it's the trash bag is actually tied, like tied at the bottom, I guess, right, Mahler? Are the feet sticking out?
did I see a different video? Because I saw somebody dressed as trash stealing stuff off a porch.
I mean, it's got to be the same one.
You would think it has
It's got to be the
yes.
same one, but it's a tied garbage bag.
Yeah.
The person under the bag shuffles over to the package,
Yeah.
grabs it, and then like scoots away.
Yeah.
Now the homeowner said at first he was angry, but then he was like, "Is this a prank? Like what is going
Yeah.
on?" And now he just finds it funny. He's not filing a police report because he says the police have more important things to do. Not worth the hassle. The package was not valuable. It was like a couple phone chargers from Temu that
but
cost $10.
still, I mean, you paid for it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fresh commission.
sure. Yeah, it's annoying. But I get it. Like,
Yeah.
what are the police going to do with
Well,
that?
right. Yeah, exactly.
So does Amazon, if you call Amazon, said I never got the package, then
I guess if
well,
you
what
have video
happens?
proof, right? They would send it back.
Would they? But I mean, that's not. It was delivered. They did their part. So
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not sure how that works.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if I'm running a business, I'm saying, well, no, we delivered it. That's on you.
Right.
You know, be home for your packages, and nobody is. But I think that's what they would say.
So what's more or less lazy? Dressing up like a delivery worker or dressing up like garbage?
oh, the garbage for sure.
It's more work?
It's
Or
more
lazier?
lazy.
Lazier?
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's pretty lazy to be like a delivery person. All you honestly need to do is pick up one of those
Halloween
reflective
costumes?
vests.
Oh,
No,
okay.
just the orange vest. Put that on. People think you're a delivery person. That's
And
very
you can wear,
easy.
and you can wear a mask,
Yeah.
and then your face is covered.
I think
yeah.
my favorite part about this garbage bag thing is like, where do you begin to be the garbage? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
like
that's
the ring
right.
cameras,
Yes.
they get a good shot of the whole street.
Yeah.
So are you like down the street?
I think you
put the
have to do
garbage
it on
on.
garbage day. If you're going to
Yeah.
actually steal, then you got to do it on garbage day because then anybody looking out at their window would just go, oh, somebody's garbage blew
Yeah.
over there kind of thing.
I guess, but then you see the little feet outside of the garbage bag just shuffling along.
Well, when I watched the video, I didn't see a lot of feet going
Okay.
on there. So it's really well done. I don't want to say it's well done because then people might do it, but
I'm
it is
watching
really
the video
well done.
now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, you can see his feet. Oh yeah, you can. You can have
describe what you're seeing.
Okay, it's he's wearing a garbage bag on top of himself.
Yeah.
and so
But then he scoots right down to the ground.
and he scoots down to the ground, so he's sort of walking bent over.
Yeah.
and but he's wearing white running shoes, like you can see his feet.
But
Somebody
it's
texted
incredible.
us the link, Brady.
But,
You
Yeah,
watch
I got it.
But as a neighbor, though, you're not really paying attention to that. Let's be honest, right? I mean, you would just think the wind has carried a garbage bag across your steps or whatever.
No, I would look at this and I would think. No, I would think immediately somebody's walking.
Honestly, I'm just impressed at the size of this garbage bag. Like, where are
Yeah.
you getting these like 80-liter garbage bags? This thing is incredible.
This in no way looks like a blowing garbage bag.
So,
this
Rush,
looks like a
if
guy
you saw
wearing
that
a garbage
across
bag.
the street, though, would you think, oh my God, there's a guy in a garbage bag?
Yes.
You would?
Yes, immediately.
Oh, I would not at
you
all.
can see his feet.
Oh, I wouldn't even pay that close attention to it at all.
Oh yeah, and the way it doesn't look like it's blowing.
Yeah.
It's walking. You can tell it's
You
walking.
know what? I think to this day still, I think I've looked at a different video than you.
Really?
Yeah, you might have.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
possible.
bet you there's more than one. There's got to be more than one.
I mean, do you think this is like a thing where thieves are now just
Well,
covering themselves?
I don't
with
think it's a
garbage
thing
bags?
where it's happening in every neighborhood, but I think there's at least two thieves that
Well, I
have done
want to say,
this.
click on this video and tell me if it's the one you've seen.
Okay, where is this now?
Someone texted it to
Text
us.
it?
It's a
Yeah,
YouTube
I can
video.
email it to you
Okay,
if you
got
want
it.
as well.
Okay.
Hang on, loading.
And the video's moving. Like the
Oh,
camera moves.
This is a different video
Yeah,
for me.
because
Oh.
again, this is definitely
totally different video.
Yeah, that's a. You can see the guy's wearing actually flip flops.
So multiple people are putting garbage bags on them to go rob?
I guess they are. Because mine was black and white.
Oh.
So yeah, this is colored. Yeah, so no.
What is yours from 1952? Like what?
No, whatever the ring camera that the person used, I
Sure.
guess. I don't know. So yeah, maybe it is a thing. So
Yeah.
everybody listening right now, if you have garbage at the end of your street, just be careful. It could be some dude with white sneakers.
Could be, yeah.
I would love to, because there's no eye holes. Like, how do they know where they are?
No.
You could just be standing next to them. You know? This
We
is
should make
phenomenal.
Brady go out and do this. See
Yeah,
if we can steal
absolutely.
something off somebody's porch.
Yeah.
And if you catch me, you get like a prize.
Yeah, exactly. or jail time.
Or jail time. Yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, it's time to spin the wheel of fun. Jenny's been off for a few days. Would you like to
yeah.
spin?
I would love to. Thanks,
right.
guys.
Okay,
Here
good.
we go.
Have you been practicing
Oh,
while you're away?
Yeah, I
I
can
always
tell.
bring a wheel with me everywhere I go.
Yes, I've been hoping we'd get this one for like weeks. Here we go. Because when it comes to knowing songs inside and out, no one knows music better than the Morning Hot Tub.
not true.
And we can prove it. Now it's time to play Nailed It on the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Oh, yeah.
I don't
Welcome
remember how to play this.
to Nailed It. It's a new game, Jenny.
Oh, okay.
We've
This
played
explains it.
a variation of this in the past. It might have been in a game of joy, but it's made its way onto the Wheel of Fun. Very simple. I'm going to play one of your favorite songs, guys, and then at some point, the music's going to cut out. But you have to keep on singing.
Okay.
And the music will come back right at like the peak of the chorus. Okay, right at the beginning of the chorus. And we're going to see how well you know that song if you've nailed the timing blind. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I don't know the words of any song.
know.
I'm going to send you
exactly.
the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
good.
Oh,
Thank God.
Okay,
the
done.
lyrics.
No problem.
Now, Rush and Jenny, I asked you guys your favorite song the last couple years. Mahler, I picked one for you because you knew what game, you know, what this was.
Right.
So Mahler, I picked one that you love.
No,
Benson Boone and Beautiful Things.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like that's a good fit for you.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, sure. No,
Yeah.
I'll try it.
So I just sent the lyrics to you.
I
Once
don't
again,
get it. I don't get it.
You'll hear it when I do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if we have the lyrics, what's the fun in? I don't know.
Because it's all the
timing.
timing.
It's the timing of the song. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the music away from you at some point.
Yeah, and so
Gotcha.
And then you got to
gotta
just
keep
keep
going.
singing with nothing else
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready, Mahler?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So Benson Boone and Beautiful Things. Once again, keep on singing when the music cuts out. Here we go.
And I hold you every night. And that's a feeling I wanna get used to.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
But there's no man as terrified as the man who stands to lose you.
Oh, I hope I don't lose you.
Oh God.
Please
Oh no.
stay.
That's better.
I want you. I need you. Oh God, don't take these beautiful things I got. Please.
These beautiful things that
No. In fact, not even close. No.
I tried.
he did try.
He
and
did.
that was good.
Yeah,
That's all
it's
you can
good.
do.
The voice was wonderful, though.
Yeah.
Your singing
Yeah,
voice was
beautiful.
Oh, good.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You're
Felt
lying.
like he was getting the lyrics wrong when he was reading
I
it,
know.
which is weird. But
I'm just reading what's in front of me.
what are you?
Over to Rush.
Okay.
Rush, you picked Nicky
I
Yor
did.
and Sunroof.
He said the song of the last 2 years.
How come you guys got to pick? I wanted to. Oh, I would have nailed Happy Birthday.
I'm also not so sure that you would have. All right, Rush, are you ready? Nicky Yor and Daisy of Sunroof. I
Sure.
just sent you the lyrics. Here
Okay.
we go. Good
Yeah.
luck.
You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself
Here
to
it
you.
comes.
Yeah,
Driving in the freeway at night, I only got one thing in the back of my mind. You got me stunned. I'm feeling like it might be time to shine with you, with
got my head out the
you.
sunroof.
Nailed it.
You guys are terrible.
It got me with the lyric in brackets.
Can we just
Yeah.
I wasn't
rewind?
sure if I was supposed to sing it.
And you
or
made fun
not.
of me not being able to read the lyrics.
Oh, I
right?
did the same
Yeah.
as you. But I
Okay.
thought, is that a background thing or I'm supposed to sing that?
I don't know. This is your favorite song. You're supposed to know this, man.
Your favorite
Come on.
Well,
You even had the choice.
I think I'm leading.
So you were
Oh.
closer than Mahler, but no, you
Well,
both got buzzes.
Barely.
You both got buzzes.
So
It's
so
0-0.
far I'm leading.
Oh, I'm good.
But
I
I
feel
actually sang lyrics. He was mumbling.
good. Yeah.
That's true. Your performance
Yeah.
is better.
Wow,
But
I
he was
disagree.
closer to the,
I
to
thought
the
I
actual,
nailed it.
to the
Okay.
drop.
Yeah.
All right, Jenny, you said your favorite song the last couple years is The Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber
Sure.
with Stay. And you're confident going into this.
No, not anymore. Now that I see the
Confident?
lyrics.
Uh-huh.
Here we
Am
go.
I reading what's in bold?
No.
What's in bold is like the drop. That's like
That's
the
where
part
it
that you have
comes
to
back.
nail.
Where it comes back. Got it. Okay. Okay.
Are you
All right.
ready?
Yeah.
Feeling good?
No.
Okay.
Get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted still. I realize the time that I wasted. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I'll be up if you can't be right here.
Oh, 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 oh.
I do the same thing. I
Jenny,
So much harder than I thought it was.
I know.
you gave up after your first whoa.
Did
whoa.
I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's too many whoa-ohs here.
Well, I think it's clear. I'm the winner.
I I think it's a three-way tie for last.
Wow.
Or I guess also a three-way tie for first,
For first.
depending on how you look at it.
There you go. Nice job, everybody.
Well, if I knew the song, I would have had a
nailed it.
Oh,
shot.
come on, if you knew the song. You love
It's
Benson
true.
Boone.
Yeah, but I don't know it well enough. It's only been out for a month or two.
That
I
does
don't
not
know
help
it.
at all. No.
Do you want to try
It's
one
actually
of
top
the
of
other
mind.
ones? You could try Stay if you want.
Go ahead.
Don't try stay.
sunroof.
It's hard.
Go ahead.
Could you guys do beautiful things
Yes.
by Benson Boone?
I could.
No, you
Yeah.
couldn't.
Oh, I
excellent.
think so.
All right,
Okay.
Jenny,
What are you
Jenny's now
doing,
going to
Jenny?
do Benson
Oh,
Boone.
God.
All right, I'm forwarding it to you. Hang
Thank
on.
you. I think I could. I think that's an easier
I
one.
also think if Rush and I did Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber together, we would nail it.
Probably.
Really?
Maybe.
Is
Yeah.
it doing it alone? That's
Yeah.
hard?
No.
Yeah.
Jenny, there's no way that you're going to nail the Benson Boone. I think
Wait.
it's the
No
hardest
chance
of
of
the
this.
three, but are you
Yes.
ready?
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, so now you admit it.
I do think it is the hardest of the three.
is.
But it's a song that you love. Okay, Jenny, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm
okay.
ready.
And I hold you every night. And that's a feeling I wanna get used to. But there's no man as terrified as the man who stands to lose you.
Oh, I hope I don't lose you. Please stay. I want you. I need you. Oh, God. Don't take. Nope.
It's still not even close.
Oh, really?
No.
Just keep going?
Well, not now.
I was a little quick. No.
You could have done a monologue in there.
You were 8 seconds early. But no, you can nail it.
Yeah.
So sure I was doing a good
I know.
job.
I know. you
Okay,
were.
let Rush and I try Stay.
Yeah.
What?
Rush,
Why?
come on,
Okay,
do it in
all
unison with me.
Sure. but
Together?
you're only doing this because you won't know the words.
Well, no, Brady's going to send us the words.
I didn't get a partner.
Do you want why don't the three of you do it?
All right.
Okay.
You sounded so braggy
Okay.
at the beginning of this game.
I know you really
Backfired.
did. Nothing like this game to humble you. Okay, I sent you guys the lyrics. Are you ready?
Yeah, got it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
Okay, you think so, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
We got to sing in unison. Are you joining in?
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
like to.
I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted still.
Realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like can't feel the way I feel.
If you can be right here.
Oh, 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 oh. I'll be there
If you can be right here, I do the same. Oh, we're
Oh,
close.
it was close.
It does help when friends do it together.
Yeah.
Thanks,
right.
You
friends.
see, there's a moral in the game.
That's right. Yep.
That was our best one.
I think we
that
all.
was your
I
best
think
one.
we all won today.
That was so good.
You know, if we ever went old school, it would be funny to do Bohemian Rhapsody, that
Oh, my
weird
God.
thing, you know?
Yeah.
I see a little silhouette
Oh,
of
yeah.
a man.
Why are you
that would
saying
be funny.
these things
Maybe.
out loud?
All right. So the next time when we land on this on the Wheel of Fun,
Why?
it's going to be, let's do that. Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's just an idea.
It's
Yeah.
a terrible
It's
idea. Why
it's
are you
the
doing
idea
this?
that we're
Yeah.
going to be doing.
Also, you know what? Another one would be fun to try nail. Whitney Houston, I Will Always
Sure.
Love You.
Oh, yeah.
That big
Yeah.
chorus.
Yeah. I'll
I think
nail
we
it.
might have done that. No, Jenny, you didn't nail it. We did that, and you did Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Yes, and you did not nail it.
You did not.
There's so much misguided confidence on this show.
short
There really is. Yes.
I want to state for the record, this started with Jenny going, I don't know how to do this. And we explained, she goes, I still don't get it. And then she said, oh, I'm going to nail
Oh, I'm
this.
the daily. Yeah. And then didn't.
There you go. It is the Wheel of Fun on the Morning Hot Tub.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Sorry, Jenny, I don't want to interrupt you. I
Oh,
just
God.
looked out the window at
no.
your car, and if you look in, all you see. If you open the door to your car, what does it smell like?
Now I'm off the trees.
Are
the
you?
air freshener trees, and I have the little ones that click to your heater. You know, so when it blows out
Okay.
air.
How
it
many
smells-
air fresheners are hanging off your mirror?
So
don't know
I'll,
at
I'll
this
paint the
point-
picture
okay.
here. I'm looking at Jenny's car, and there, I'm assuming is seats in it, but you can't see them past the air fresheners.
You're supposed to take one down when you replace
I know,
it.
but you know when you're just like in a rush kind of thing, and I'm like,
I've never
and
been in
then
that
all
much of a rush.
All it takes is them to twist a little bit, and who's got the time to
Scissors.
untwist? And every time I think of it, I'm getting out of my
I don't
car.
think
I'm not
like-
exaggerating. Like, can you count them?
Oh, there's probably like 25.
That's at
Yeah.
least 20 or 30.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That
Now
is
it's just
actually
a
insane.
thing.
How do you see out your window?
Oh, it's okay. It's all centralized. But
Oh, do you just keep one hand like up, pushing them away so you can see through?
No,
It's
I
like
was
a
at the
forest.
store one time, and this
If
guy.
you're in a crosswalk, look out because
Yeah.
there's a giant blind spot,
Right.
and it may look like you're
I
right in
should
front of
take them
Jenny's car,
down.
but she
I
can't see
know.
you.
Do
I
not
know.
walk from the right.
No, listen, I'm not the only one who takes pride in this at this point. It's just a thing. And I was at the store not
Yeah.
too long ago, and this guy came up to me and said, Jenny, I listen to the show every morning, whatever. I said, nice to meet you. And he said, I have to show you something. He's like,
Oh,
look at
my
my car. And I'm
God.
like, hey, it was like solidarity, man. I get it.
Every
Hang
time we
on to
talk
them.
about this, we get a bunch of pictures. People text them in, and it's going to happen right now. I
Yeah.
can promise you. And there's other people that do this.
Yes, we're not
You
alone.
guys are like a little community.
You have 30 air fresheners hanging off
or
your
take.
rearview mirror,
Yeah.
and you're not using them for air freshening. You're actually using
I
different
found a
ones.
more economical way to do it.
What does your car smell like?
It's just a really old car, and like there's stuff is spilt in it over time, and who can get detailing done all the
cleaned,
time?
man.
It's pricey to get it detailed, and now that Rory's older, it's not as bad. But
So instead of getting it cleaned or, cleaning it yourself, you just mask the smell
Yes.
with 25 air
yeah,
fresheners.
and you know what the best air freshener in the world is? The peach one, the peach tree.
You would know, man.
Yeah,
If you
you
can
would
find
know.
the
Yeah.
peach tree, oh,
Okay,
it's
the
so
peach
good.
tree is good. So how many now on your vent? You have the ones that clip on
yeah,
the vents.
I don't love the smell of those as much, but again, more economical.
I feel like they're too potent.
They are very potent.
Yeah.
They are quite potent.
Why did you
Potent.
say potent so potently?
How many of those do you have?
Well, I buy them at the place with the big parking spots, so they come in like packages of 6 or 8 or something.
And
I
how
don't
many
know.
are stuck on your vents right now?
Just one. They last a lot
And
longer.
do you replace them when one
If
is
I
out?
remember to. Like my car doesn't really smell that bad. I just like when it
Will,
smells fresh.
will you just add a second one onto the vent, or
Right,
will you
that's
replace
what
No,
I
I
mean.
take the old one, put it in the console, close
No.
it, put the new one in.
You can take things out
I
of the
know.
car.
Listen, guys, my car is hanging on by like a thread.
Yeah.
At
It's
It's
this
being held
point.
together by air
Air
fresheners.
fresheners.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not investing any money, and I'm not, cleaning it, like keeping it super.
Yeah.
Are we
Okay,
getting
well,
pictures?
here's a text. Good morning. Just an FYI, about 15 years ago, I had about 60 air fresheners in my rear view mirror, and I got an obstruction of view ticket.
Oh my God, we just had somebody,
Another
an
police
ex-police
officer say, yeah, too many things hanging by your mirror is illegal.
You know what I can do right now? Brady, you
sending
can
this to
take
our,
It's
Right.
the size of a
Call to our
football.
boss.
It looks like a football
At the police
hanging from
station?
your mirror.
It's not that much.
It's a lot.
I wonder if I would get in trouble. I never really thought
I'm going to
about
send
that.
this. We have a few officers.
Okay, that we can send it to, and
Yeah.
just would I get a ticket?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, let me.
If that's the case, I'm going to go out now and I'm going to cut him down. I'm cutting the trees down.
don't you literally need like a chainsaw at this point. It is so thick of air fresheners.
yeah, I know. I'm so curious.
Guys, I have two police officers
Oh.
who have weighed in here. Okay.
Okay.
One says it would be a stretch of a charge if you could articulate that they were actually blocking a driver's view. There's a charge. But
Okay.
yeah, this one is dicey. And the other officer says it could be obstructed view, but he wouldn't personally say that.
Right.
He also said it just looks silly.
It does that. Yes.
Okay, who are we talking about there? Was that our boss?
No, that was not our boss, the one that said it looks silly. That was a friend of mine.
Okay. Oh, really?
uh-huh.
Yeah. Do I know? Do I know your friend?
He was at the wedding. You might have met him.
Okay.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not
no,
wrong.
he's
but
not
it
wrong.
still hurts a
All
little
right,
bit.
so here's
I
what
take
we're going to do.
pride.
We're going to post this up on social media
Yeah.
and get people's opinions on this.
Okay.
Is that fair? Are you okay if we do that?
Can I organize them a bit? They're a little
Absolutely
messy
not.
right
No,
now.
I think
No,
the
that's
messier the better.
That's how they look.
We need
Yeah.
this to be an authentic experience.
Okay.
We're gonna post it up, and if you think you can actually beat Jenny, if you think you have more,
Oh, yeah.
then Jenny, please.
Let's do a little competition.
Yeah.
See the
yeah.
forest
Love
for the
that.
trees
Solidarity,
hanging off
people.
Jenny's rearview mirror.
It's just and some of them are sideways. Why
know.
is that yellow one sideways?
I think it's because sometimes if I'm bored
Yeah.
and I'm like waiting for Rory to get out of school,
play with your
I
trees?
play with my trees. No, I try to like untangle them, and I'm like, well, what else? I don't have scissors here, so let's see if I can. And it's impossible. Like, there's just no way. I'll
like the
break the
Rubik's
mirror.
Cube of
Yeah,
this.
it
Okay.
is.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Okay, let's be honest. Most of us, I think we would all say, yeah, we browse our phones while we're sitting on the toilet, right?
Sure.
No,
Right?
that's disgusting.
Actually?
No, I do.
Okay, of course
I
you do. Everybody does. What are you going to read a
Right.
shampoo bottle? What is it, 1999?
Yeah, it's old school.
Like, no, there's just no way, right? Everybody's on their phones. But men, will you admit to this? A poll asked people if they use their phones while peeing at a urinal.
Yep.
Rush does. I
Yep.
see it every morning when I go in the
I do,
bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
It bothers me to no end.
Yep.
I do every single time.
Yep.
Every time I'm
Every
at a
time.
urinal,
Yep.
I will be on my phone.
Yep.
And you're not?
No, like 1 minute of peace. I don't need to
Right.
read
That's
anything.
what I
just
know.
No, but here's why. And I thought about
because
this.
there's a lot of splashback on the phone.
No.
There's
Yes.
not.
What are you peeing up?
Yeah.
Okay, but
all
that's
right.
the thing. You need to not do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If there's splashback on your phone, then there'd be splashback all over yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Like
No,
no,
it's just like little
No.
little bit of
Mind your
splash.
stream.
And then get your phone out of the urinal.
Yeah.
Then in that
Okay.
case,
Yeah.
like
Well.
you put it up. You
not-
can easily one-hand it. So here's why I do it. If I'm at a urinal, it usually means I'm out. Right? I'm out and about. I'm not looking at my phone.
So
is
you're
exact-
at work, or do you do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, well, then
Yep.
you don't
but
have
even
to be
at
out
work,
and
you
about.
know?
But that's just habit. But that's
Yeah.
exactly
Sure,
I'm exactly
I'm not.
the same. Yeah.
That's my time where it's
Okay,
just
let
me
me
time.
ask
I'm
you
not
guys
talking.
this.
Yeah.
At home, when you're just peeing in a regular toilet, not in a workplace, not out, just at home, will you hold your phone while you're just peeing at home?
Less likely, but yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Like,
I have.
would.
But again, it would be the same kind of situation if my wife and I were talking about something and I'm not on my phone. And if I get up to pee, that's when I'll go to check my phone, if
Right.
anything. But
Yeah.
but typically not at home. But
You don't
I have.
understand, Mahler. I have to finish my Wordle, and sometimes you
Sure.
gotta pee in the middle of the Wordle. So even at home, you won't ever, if you're peeing, you never have your phone in your hand.
No, pee lasts, I don't know, 45 seconds.
Yeah. Which is all I need
Which
to
is
check
great.
my phone.
Yeah,
It's good.
phone
Yeah,
time.
but I've checked, arguably, like
Yeah.
I'm being honest, arguably I've checked my phone walking to the bathroom.
Okay.
Probably walking out of the bathroom.
Yeah. Sure.
Like my phone's in my hand.
Yeah, because I don't do that. When I that's sort of one motion. If I'm unzipping my pants and
So,
stuff.
so
to go,
let's,
Yeah,
I
it's
would
all
say,
you're all good
you
to go.
get up from the couch,
Yeah.
and you walk to your bathroom. You don't have your phone in your hand. You're not scrolling while you're walking to the bathroom.
Probably not.
You wait until you get to the bathroom, standing, get it out of your pocket, unzip, and
If I was going to do that at home, which again was not that usual, but yeah, that's exactly how it would be. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, I do that too.
You
Yeah,
don't
for
walk around the house scrolling.
sure. Sometimes I might. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And sometimes I'll even go as far as like putting on a TikTok while I'm peeing. You know what I mean? Just that if there's nothing, if I've already checked my phone and there's no like notifications or anything, just throw a TikTok on.
It's all weird to me.
Just entertains me. Well, here's the thing. You're in the majority. Rush and I are in like the super minority. Only 30% of people
There you go.
say that they sometimes will pee at a urinal. 70% of people say they never do it. Never, ever, ever. So I'll break it down. 11% say they rarely do it. 10% say sometimes. 4% say often. And only 4% of people say almost always.
Yeah, I would
so
say
we're in,
most times I'm at a urinal out. I'll be on my phone.
So we're
Yeah.
within like the 8% that
Yeah.
I'd say, which is
Crazy.
nuts. I think people are lying on
Like
this.
I wouldn't do it if I was at like a sports arena, or like a stadium where there's 50 different
Yeah.
urinals and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's busy there. I'm not pulling out
If
my
it's
phone.
busy, I'm not pulling out my phone because I
No.
don't want people to think that I'm
Taking pictures and
or
stuff
something
like that.
being
It has to
weird.
be an empty washroom.
Yeah, but that weirds me. Not necessarily empty, but like
But yeah.
there can't be someone right next to me because then I feel like that's weird.
But what if it's not a sports stadium? What if it's just like a department store and there's like 4 urinals in a row?
Yeah, I have no
Are
problem
you still
with that.
taking
Is there someone in each urinal?
Maybe.
Is there a
If-
divider?
that's a
Maybe.
big difference. I'm not pulling out my phone looking like I'm taking pictures of people in a bathroom.
Well, yeah, but if you go in and it's quiet, but then the 3 other guys
If I'm
come
already
in,
on my phone, whatever.
Yeah,
But I'm not
okay. I
pulling out
agree.
my phone to do
Yeah.
it.
well, I would stand behind you, make clicking sound
Yeah.
effects. Hey, what's that man
Yeah.
doing over there?
Hey!
Click, click,
He's
click,
got that
click,
weird
click,
phone
click,
that
click.
makes clicking sounds.
Click, 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 click.
No, that's smaller clicking.
I
Okay.
can't believe we're in such a
Isn't
minority.
that strange to me?
I
Yeah.
would love
Yeah,
to hear from
no,
listeners
You know,
texting us.
I think there's a lot of people lying.
It's
I think
really
so,
weird
too.
that
Yeah.
you guys are in the minority on this. For
It is
sure.
weird that we're the
yeah.
minority.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, I know. I
It's-
think a lot of people are lying
No,
because
I
they feel
think
like
so.
they don't want to say
No,
that. Yeah.
look, I can tell. I say to you guys all the time on surveys, I think people are lying. I truly believe that people just hold off for 45 seconds. I really do. Like, it's just not that big of a
But
deal.
especially when you're out, it makes sense because that's the time. Like if you're at the table, if you're out
Yeah.
with somebody, this is the time you have to check your phone.
I completely
walking
agree.
in and walking out, you
No,
have
but
time to
if
check your
you're
phone.
if you're at a restaurant, you're not going to be head down on your phone,
Yeah,
right? You're
because
going to be
I'm-
bumping into people.
No,
and-
exactly. I'm distracting
Yeah.
people.
I'm not even going to argue with you guys.
Yeah.
The numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Which is
The end.
crazy.
Yeah, they're
Like Jen
liars.
just texted us saying, I never use my phone on the toilet no matter what I'm doing in there. What?
Okay.
What?
Okay,
But then what are you
that's-
doing? You're just alone with your thoughts?
Yeah,
Like,
I know that's horrifying for you,
it's a
Brady.
terrifying
Yeah, I know it is.
idea. I hate that. And some people saying, well, you need 2 hands. Do you?
What?
You don't need two hands.
Why?
Yeah, what are you doing with the other hand?
You know, maybe some heavy lifting.
Boy, you should.
Yeah, sure. I guess
Okay.
that's.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I suppose that's not a problem I have. I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what else it was in high school? I don't know if you guys did this.
Yeah.
Because this was pre-phone. And so if you were at the urinal, guys would walk in and just push you against the urinal,
yeah.
right?
100%,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. So now you have something in one hand, your phone in the other hand. You're really defenseless
yeah.
if somebody
That's-
pushes you in.
Yeah, that's really tough.
Yeah.
That's really tough. I'll have buddies that'll do that at like golf. Like if you're like peeing in the woods or something, and someone will sneak up behind you and push you, and then you just
And your face first in poison ivy all of a
Yes.
sudden.
for sure. And you're praying. There's a half a second moment where your heart is in your throat,
Yep.
and you're trying to aim so you don't pee all over yourself, and it's just and you're trying to stand up. It's,
Right.
It's tough.
Now, if you guys are peeing on a golf course, is your phone in the other hand?
Oh,
No.
100%.
I don't think so. No.
Well, probably, yeah, because as I golf, I don't look at my phone, right? So that's my moment to look at my phone.
Maybe,
Oh my God.
but I
So
don't.
if you're pushed over, there is nothing to break your fall.
Yeah.
No, it's just me, my urine, and my phone.
I mean,
all
I agree.
together.
I'm at the point in my life where I am assuming I'm not going to be pushed, but
Well,
you never know.
if you golf
really
with
never know.
Brady, you
Yes.
will be
Yeah.
pushed.
Yeah, I'd probably push you, Rush. I probably
true.
would.
I get it.
And I wouldn't apologize. I think it's hilarious.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Now it's time for the morning hot tub to bang our gavels.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
With Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, it's Judge Mahler, Judge Rush, Judge Jenny,
Come on.
and Bailiff
Oh,
Brady.
come on. just one time.
Order.
No, come on. One time.
Order.
You took a while to bang your gavel.
I did.
There,
Yeah.
Russ.
Yeah.
You threatened it was up in
Yeah,
the air.
yeah,
And
you're
then you
ready.
did it.
Bang my
And then you
gavel.
did it.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So can you keep everybody in?
Yes, yeah. I'm the bailiff.
At
the
bay?
stupid
Thank you.
bailiff.
What? You want to be a judge?
Of course I want to be a judge.
Well, then you got to go to lawyer school.
Yes.
Did you go to lawyer school?
Yes.
Yes.
And then
believe
judge
you.
school. That's how it works.
Yeah.
All right, there's a country superstar right now by the name of Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's had a lot of hits on the country charts and some on Top 40 radio. What would be his biggest hit so
Need
far?
a favor.
Yes.
Talk to God when I need a favor. And I only pray when I ain't got a prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had a good run on the Stingray hit list countdown.
yeah, sure,
and,
yeah.
his new one with Lainey Wilson's also doing well.
Yeah,
Do
it
you
is, yeah.
like him,
Yeah,
Jenny?
yeah.
Do you?
I don't know him well.
Really?
Yeah. No.
I thought with all that Chris Stapleton vibe, you want some
But
Jelly
just
Jelly
Chris
Roll.
Stapleton then.
He's similar. He's like he went to jail for a while, but now
did.
he's
Oh.
out and he's like a great dude and a very
Okay.
very positive
I like
guy.
to hear that.
Yeah, I
and
feel like
just got
he'd
his
be.
teeth fixed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good. Fun fact.
So why are we going to bang our gavels? Well, here we go. Jelly Roll is being sued by a Philadelphia-based wedding band
Oh.
called Jelly Roll. Now, they've been around since 1980, but once Jelly Roll, the country star, became a massive country sensation, it's been messing with their brand.
Sure.
The
It
wedding
would.
band.
It would,
Yeah, sure. I
The
guess.
band
Yeah.
used to be pretty easy to Google, but nowadays when you search Jelly Roll,
Yeah, you get
you
him.
get 18 to 20 references to a country singer before this wedding band would
Right.
even come up.
Right.
They say it's causing them harm, and they've reached out to Jelly Roll's people several times. They're being ignored, so they want to take Jelly Roll to court.
Interesting.
So how do we feel
all
about
you
this?
have to do is Google Jelly Roll Wedding Band, and they're the first
but
one
you
to come
don't
up.
know that they're a wedding band.
Yeah, you-
and
that's
then
right.
before
Yeah,
you would have
yeah.
known.
Yeah.
Order.
Oh,
Order.
I feel like everything's pretty orderly right now.
The judges are allowed talking.
Yeah.
Rush.
I wanted some order.
You're not like the
I
big
just
judge at the
wanted
table.
some order.
Yeah,
I just wanted order.
So how do we feel? Should Jelly Roll, the country artist, be
No.
sued
No.
because the wedding band has been hurt by this? Judge Rush?
Oh, we're going to me first?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to just dismiss this case before it even starts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you
thank
think?
you.
You're the one who banged the gavel.
That was your
I'm
gavel.
thanking everybody for their time. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You don't even want to hear the case?
Case dismissed.
What? What? You don't want to hear both?
Order! Order! I will have
gavel happy.
order in this court.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
All right. Jenny, what do you say?
I'll hear the case,
Yeah.
but I feel
Like
like
you
I
have to
already
rule
know.
right now,
like
kind of,
I'm
though.
ruling right now.
You can't say you're going to hear the case, but here's no matter what you say, here's what my ruling is going to
I'm
be.
a terrible judge.
Yeah, no.
I think it's ridiculous. I mean, it's a wedding band. Like, come on, guys. And how would they ever know to even look for a wedding band in Philadelphia before?
who are you ruling
Oh,
in
I'm
favor?
ruling for. I was going to say real Jelly Roll, which isn't fair to the wedding band Jelly Roll, but
The Country Star
the Country
Jelly Roll.
Star
Yeah.
Jelly Roll. Thank you.
Rush, you really have to rule on this. You can't just
I
throw
did.
it out.
I just missed it.
No, you got to rule either way. That's how this little bang your gavel
Oh, you want to
thing
go back
works.
to me? All right.
Yeah.
Well, I rule in favor of Jelly Roll, the country singer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
I feel bad for the band.
Yeah, I think they're going to be okay.
Order! I will have
They've been
order.
pumping it out for 44 years.
Exactly.
Yeah. Should have trademarked your name, guys. You didn't.
Yeah, their fault.
You
Really.
didn't trademark your name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more of like a bummer situation.
Why are
than-
you
I'm
even
sorry.
weighing in on this?
Okay, okay.
Enough, bailiff.
Sorry. Okay, all right.
Just hold the Bible and stand there.
Is that an order?
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
all right, I'll hold it.
All right, I will. I'm going to say that the country singer wins.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
he's got too much money and power behind him. He's going to win the whole darn thing.
Well, they didn't trademark their name. That's not his fault.
But you can't base it on that. You're the judge.
Well, what are you basing it on?
It's I
you
just
threw it
missed
out
the
before
case.
you even-
I threw it out because
Order!
it's a ridiculous case. You can't.
Mahler gave it to him because he's richer than the other
Because he has
people.
more money and he will just vote for the court system, which is you.
Mahler, you said the quiet part out loud. You're not supposed to say
That's
that.
not how that works.
Okay, first of all, I'm so mad at our bailiff right now for talking back to me.
I'm sorry.
We will hold you in contempt of court, bailiff.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to take yourself out of the courtroom. All right, so we're all wrapping up. The country star gets
Yeah.
the
Yes.
win on this one.
Yeah.
Country Star wins for sure.
All right.
Because he's richer. Just the way.
Why? Who
the
did
way our
that?
court
Who's banging
system-
the gavel?
That was Mahler. He's angry.
I didn't even pick up my
Yeah,
gavel.
he's
You're the
very angry. What happened there?
Sorry, that was my boombox in court. That's my bad. I didn't mean
Not
to push
again,
the button.
Brady.
Yeah, when you guys all
Talk
leave, I have a
about
little
this.
dance party in here. It's a whole thing.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Let's get to know the morning hot tub just a little bit better. Now it's time for POV of the TUB on the morning hot tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, guys. POV the TUB. It's where every week, while we answer a question, something something that we truly feel in our heart of hearts, something that, well, quite frankly, doesn't matter.
Mean anything.
Right, yes.
Yeah, no, not at all. Guys, Nelly, we remember Nelly.
Yeah.
He announced the return of, get this, apple bottom jeans.
Boots with the fur?
Yeah, he posted a picture of women wearing the formerly popular clothing line on Instagram. If you remember, it was a fashion brand that he started back in 2003.
Right.
Right.
And it was very popular in the early and mid 2000s. He captioned the post saying, 2024, don't call it a comeback.
Ah.
So yeah, it's, they're going to be back, apple bottom jeans. No word on the return of the boots with the
Okay.
fur. So with that in mind, guys, what 2000s trend needs to make a comeback? A very distinct fashion era, the 2000s. What are we thinking, guys? What needs to come back?
Okay, so I'll go first.
Yeah.
I look the same as I did in the 90s. So it's really hard for me to say. I don't
Yeah.
really follow a lot of trends. Like basically, I started wearing things.
You just dress
and
the
I
same.
Just
Yeah.
dress
You
the
just
same all
always-
the time.
yeah.
However, it's funny because my wife and I were actually talking about this the other day, and I said, I don't remember how it came up, but I said, yeah, because in the 2000s and stuff, I very often wore the long sleeve shirt with the t-shirt on top of it.
Sure.
yeah.
I
Oh,
did that
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
I enjoyed that look. I quite liked it. It was warm and
It
comfortable.
was so
Yeah.
cozy.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I wish I could do that again. And she looked at me and said, no.
No.
And Well, all right then. So I'm not doing that. So I guess if anything I've had to pick, I would probably go with that because it's
Yeah.
the only thing that I could think of. And
I think
yeah.
it's great. No, it was so cozy, especially for like a insecure, scrawny little high school kid. It was so nice to layer
Layer
up
up,
like that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
loved it.
And I didn't hate the look on guys when I go back and
Awesome.
picture like guys that I
What
know.
about
I
now?
think-
If I showed up like tomorrow,
I think, yeah, I think totally you could.
Would you think it looked like 2000s, or would you just think, oh, he's just wearing the shirt?
I would think it came back and I just didn't know it.
Okay.
Really?
I mean, it kind of. I could see like women pulling it off, maybe less so dudes, but
Yeah.
like Gen Z's, man, they can wear anything. And make it
Anything
look cool.
goes. Anything goes. Yeah. Okay, for me, easy, ultra low rise jeans. Just kidding. The worst thing in the world. Oh,
'Cause you
they
couldn't
were
sit,
the
you
worst.
couldn't bend over, you couldn't do anything.
anything. And we're talking so low rise that like you really couldn't. If you dropped something, somebody else was picking it up.
Yeah,
for
right.
You,
Yeah.
you know, so terrible. Please
Could you
don't
sit
bring
like
them
sitting
back.
in a chair? Was it comfortable or
You
not
were
even?
constantly pulling them
Yeah,
up.
so were they?
Constantly.
So they're constantly uncomfortable. Like, would
Yes.
you? Because obviously I've never worn these, so you would feel as though you're exposing yourself
Yes.
all the time,
It was
right?
terrible. You're just always conscious of it.
Yeah.
And not that anything really, I'm sure at times you forget and
Yeah.
whatever, but no, it was the worst fashion trend of all time ever.
And it hasn't really come back.
Not
like I've
really.
seen maybe a little
Yeah.
bit, but not.
Yeah, but
certainly not
anybody in
a
their
big
right
way.
mind
feel like-
is not embracing
Yeah.
that.
Britney Spears is working to try to make it come back,
Well,
and
she
every one
never
of her
stopped.
videos.
She has
Yeah,
never
maybe.
stopped.
There's that, and her
Yeah.
weird need to just always fold down
Fold
and
things
pull
over.
down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's weird, but
yeah,
okay.
but
Yeah.
I feel like maybe Gen Z they're more about comfort,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
know, and so maybe they're not into that.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Have you seen my leggings?
Yeah.
That I wear? The same
And you're
different
killing
version
it.
of every day.
Okay.
Okay, so mine that I would bring back, I have this fond memory of this one sweater vest I had.
Okay.
And it was a time when you could wear the sweater vest without anything underneath it. Like it was just,
okay.
it became your shirt, not
Okay.
not so much a vest.
Yeah.
And I loved that look.
But were
I
you
also
like your
loved
pits
it.
all exposed, or
No,
you
like
wearing?
it would come underneath like a regular shirt.
all
It
right.
wasn't like
Yeah,
super
yeah.
low
Sure.
underneath or anything like that. But then I also loved the look of wearing the white collared shirt with the sweater vest over top. That was like my favorite.
I think
my
I've seen
favorite
you
style.
wearing that in pictures.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big thing for me. I was a big sweater vest person.
Were you?
Yes.
And you
yeah.
wanna see that
Loved a
come
good
back.
So the
cardigan.
return
yeah.
of the sweater vest.
Okay.
Wow.
I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, wear the sweater vest with a long white T-shirt
Yes.
under it.
Yeah.
You know, long sleeve
We've
shirt.
done it.
and
It's a
You and
thing.
Rush are together. That's
there
great.
it is.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to have you on mine.
No.
So as you guys know, I was at a 2000s party recently.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So I dressed up for that, and I wore 4 popped collars.
You did.
And the white long sleeve shirt
Yes.
underneath. Very, very warm. It was,
Right.
it was,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
very warm. So I
Yes.
would not bring back that trend.
No.
Well, I mean, you were wearing 5 shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
It was a lot
yeah,
of shirts.
that's a lot of
funny.
shirts.
It was a lot
that,
of shirts.
yeah.
But one thing I did also do was I gave myself frosted tips.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
took, it's actually for people that have like brown hair and they go blonde and
Yeah.
it's for their roots.
Oh,
right?
yes,
It's like a
yeah.
little like
Like
root
a dry
spray or
shampoo,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And so
Idea.
I took that spray and I gave myself frosted tips. I had like two friends were there and they were holding towels. It was a whole
Yeah.
operation. It was good.
Yes.
And I did it ironically, being like, oh, frosted tips. It's so 2000s.
You liked it, didn't you?
And then I looked in the
Yeah,
mirror.
you loved it.
Guys, frosted tips are kind of badass.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it
know.
looks good, man. I don't know what it is about frosted tips.
Yeah.
They get a bad name. They're very iconic, like that 90s,
Yeah,
early
they are.
2000s,
For sure.
synonymous with that era.
I bet you it'll come
They
back,
look
Brady.
good.
It will.
They look good.
Do you have a close up of your face with them? Because I could only see you from
Yeah.
the stage.
Yeah, but I'm like duck facing and it's not great. Let me pull it up here.
By
I
not
had
great, you
frosted
mean he
tips
loves
for
it.
years.
You did.
Yeah, I
That's
did, yeah.
right. What year do you think you stopped doing it?
Oh God, I don't know. Probably
Oh,
yeah.
Brady, it works.
It was the
I
early
know.
2000s. I think I stopped doing it.
Okay.
But-
yeah. Yeah. You were dedicated to it. Eh?
Yeah.
Did you do your own?
No,
No,
I had
okay.
it done.
You had a guy, you had a
Yeah,
frosted
and
tip
a
guy?
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
that
I
is-
mean, it must have changed the game. Like now everybody's doing like fades and, you know, a long on top, short on the
Yeah.
side. Like everybody kind of has like similar haircuts and it was the man
Right.
bun before that and all that. But to do like the actual dye job and the bleaching and all that, like there must have been specialists. There's probably a whole industry
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
in the barbershop world that was just for frosted tips.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one though. The frosted
yeah.
tips.
You
Bring them
don't
back.
see a lot of that anymore.
No.
Yeah. We're getting a bunch of texts here, guys. Jeans under dresses.
Yes, that was a big one.
That was a big one.
Yeah, yeah.
What else we have?
Somebody
Adidas
said-
ripaways. Oh yeah, remember
Oh,
like the snap
yes.
pants?
Yeah.
But when you were, I mean, for us it was so dangerous. You get
Ripped
pants.
off you all
get
the
ripped
time,
off and
yeah.
you'd be walking around your
Somebody
underwear.
said sweater vests are already back.
There you go, Jenny.
Who knew?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Oh my God, concealer lips. I remember that in super pale.
I've never understood
face.
that. So is the goal hey, I want to make it look like I don't have lips.
Well, I guess.
Which is the exact opposite of what it was like
Yeah.
3 years ago, where
Yeah.
everybody was getting, super plump,
Exactly.
giant lips.
Yes.
Oh yeah, when you were just trying to. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Tommy Hilfiger carpenter jeans. I had a pair of those and I wore them all the time.
Right.
Yes.
Empire waisted thick belts for
Yeah.
ladies and giant t-shirts. You
Oh,
know.
these are so fun.
Yeah, I do kind of like the oversized look as well. I've
Yeah.
been getting into the oversized. There you
Yeah.
go. Some 2000s fashion trends that we think need to come back. If you got a good one, hey, shoot us a text. Let us know.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.